Welcome to creating a Google form. This introductory tutorial will cover creating a new blank form in survey format, creating multiple choice, short answer, and paragraph response questions. Google Forms is a quick and efficient way to collect data and feedback from surveys, quizzes, and even assessments. Today I'm going to create a lunch order survey. We will begin by selecting a blank form. As you can see, this is the dashboard, and right here where it says Untitled Form is where we will add a title. We are going to title our form today, Sub Sandwich Order. Directly below the title is where you can see description, and on the description part, you should give the user some directions. So I've already typed out some directions already in the interest of saving time. So here we have, your order will include 1 6-inch sub sandwich, 1 22-ounce drink, and 1 bag of chips for $7. You may choose optional upgrade items at the end of this survey. Okay, so let's add our first question. Okay, so once you click here, this is where you can type in your question. And if you look directly to the right here in this drop-down menu, you can select the question choice. So let's just look at the options that we have here. We've got short answer, we have paragraph, multiple choice. You can allow your user to select multiple options with the check boxes, or you can make your answer choices in a drop-down menu. We're going to start with short answer. And for our first question, this is going to ask the user for the name for the order. So please list the name for the order below. Okay, and directly underneath that, your user will have the option to enter their name. All right, now we want to add a new question, so we're going to go over here to the Add Question option, right there where you see the plus sign. Question 2, we are going to leave it as a multiple choice option, and we are going to ask them to select your bread choice. And right below here where you see option 1, that is where you can offer the options. So we're going to offer white bread, add option 2, wheat bread, add option 3, Italian seasoning, and option 4 can be honey oat bread. Okay, so that's our first multiple choice option. After bread, we're going to add a couple more multiple choice options. So we are going to add select your meat choice. Option 1 will be turkey. We're going to click right below that to add option ham. Add option roast beef, and directly underneath that we can add vegetarian option, or if you want to allow them to enter their own meat choice, if you don't already have that option written down for them, you can click add other and they can fill in their response. Let's go ahead and add select your cheese choice. Okay, option 1, cheddar. Add option 2, we'll make this provolone. Option 3, American. Option 4, we will make this no cheese. Okay. All right. Our next option, we're actually going to create a multiple choice question, actually hang on, let's go all the way back up and look at this required option here. If you click the required tab, that means that every person who takes your survey has to answer that question. So we're going to go through and make the name required. We're going to make the bread choice required, and we're going to make the meat choice required along with the cheese. Okay, now let's add a new question, and it's going to be multiple choice, but they're going to be able to select more than one option here, so we're going to do check boxes. And this is going to be select your toppings. Okay, so we are going to do lettuce, tomato, spinach, green pepper, onion, and you just want to give them lots of choices here for their lunch. Let's say mayonnaise, mustard, oil and vinegar, and salt and pepper. We'll just make this nice and complete here, and we will round it out with spices. Okay, so that is our checkbox question where you can select multiple options here. We are going to add another question, and this is actually going to be not multiple choice. We're going to choose a paragraph question here. Okay, and we are going to ask if they would like any special directions. Any special directions for your sub. And just to clarify, we might give them some options here. So let's say, would you like it toasted? Question mark. Tennis cut? Question mark, etc. Please list all below. Okay, so that is how we enter a paragraph question. We are going to add a couple more questions just to round out this survey here. All right, question, let's see, select your chips. We're going to make this multiple choice because we only want them to be able to choose one option here. So let's give them Lay's plain. We'll add Doritos. We'll add barbecue. And we'll add a healthy option with baked barbecue. Okay, we will add another question. Select your drink. Option 1 will be tea. Option 2 will be lemonade. Option 3 will be Coke, and we'll add another add other option so that we don't have to list every single type of soda. Okay, so we've got our drink, we've got our chips, we have our sub selections. So let's go ahead and give our users the option for adding some upgrades. I'm thinking the best option question for this is again the check boxes, so they can select several optional upgrades. So let's go back, hang on, I've forgotten again to make certain questions required. So because this is special directions and not everyone will have special directions, we don't need to add that as a requirement, but as chips come with the lunch special, we're going to make that required. We will make the drink selection required. All right, now let's go back to our next optional upgrade. Optional upgrades question. And again, because this is optional, we're not going to make this required. So, option 1, we will allow them to upgrade their drink size. Large drink, 32 ounces. And that's going to cost them, so we're going to let them know that it's going to be $1 for an upgrade. Option 2 is going to be to add a dessert, so we'll allow them to add a cookie, and that's going to be $1 upgrade. And last but not least, we will allow them to make their sub a footlong, and that will also be an additional $1 upgrade. Okay, there we go. If I were going to be delivering this, I might want to add another paragraph question, so let's just pretend we're going to add an additional paragraph question for delivery instructions. And then our users can tell us exactly where to deliver this below. Okay, once we have that completed, you have created your first Google form. Thank you for watching. Let's just look back up to the top. All right.